Good morning, everybody. Mike Vaki, Princetontrader.com, here with your Friday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, so just out of the way real quick. Yellen speaks at 10 o'clock this morning. Draghi speaks at 3. It's going to affect the tape. At least it should. If it doesn't, then we're in a very apathetic tape, and I don't think we are. I think we're a tape that's really battling over some key areas. Just briefly. All-time highs, lower band ride, bounce to the daily midband, bears win the midband battle, big move down, secondary band ride, test the 100-day exponential moving average, bounce, follow through, shallow, didn't get all the way back to the daily midband. So lower high potential, bears push back. We get a lower low yesterday. But effectively, what I'm going to show you here on the hourly, and I talked about it on the webcast last night, was all these opportunities to convert weekly pivot. They're not able to get them done. We're seeing a bounce this morning. I think that has a lot to do with Yellen speaking at 10 o'clock. I think they're going to keep that fairly bid into her speech at 10 on financial stability. Here is the hourly chart. You can see the Monday low. You can see the Monday low. You can see the higher lows. You can see the attempt to get through and convert the monthly pivot, lower high, pullback, and then the last 2 days, and really a lot of yesterday, has been about battling over the weekly pivot. The bears need to take it back. The bulls are fiercely defending it. They defended it again in the overnight, and now we have to see if the upper part of this trading range, 51 to 54, wants to continue to hold as resistance. So it was there was some nice trading yesterday morning. It was a very choppy afternoon. This was really the tale of two tapes. And as we head into today, it's going to have a lot to do with the speeches, and I'll be very interested to see if after Yellen's speech is done, the tape doesn't just, leave for the weekend. And when we get to 3 o'clock, I don't know what kind of impact that will have unless there's really something interesting that's going to be said. But that's all speculation. What I would rather do is see how does 51.54 react on the up? Do they continue to defend weekly pivot on the down? And if that's the case, then we want to look to buy dips into weekly pivot. We want to be very vigilant if we are short anywhere above the weekly pivot, because that has not been a trade that's paid. Shorting moves through the weekly pivot has been a great way to get caught on the wrong side of the tape. Now, of course, there's always going to be one time where it doesn't come back. I get that. I get it. I really do. But for me, I would rather force that area to convert itself on any kind of a longer term short. And then, because if it does convert, you get to move back towards 24 or 15. That's plenty of handles. You don't need to anticipate, nobody's going to put a little gold star on top of your trade sheet because you anticipatorily shorted something and it happened to work out. You're a lot better off if you let them battle over weekly pivot. We may even be talking about next week's weekly pivot. Now, a failure at the monthly pivot, that's different, okay? That's a move to the top of a range that we've been talking about and a failure from there. Your risk is much more defined, okay? Just like on pullbacks, your risk is much more defined on a long. If you look at the moves last night, here, here, and here, don't think for a minute they didn't catch a lot of people leaning down here. And when they made the higher low, up it goes. And you get, that's how you get a powerful move. Yeah, it's 2 a.m, but a move is a move. So as I head into today, I'm keeping a very open mind. It is set up for the dip to be bought. I expect a pullback in the morning, and until the Janet Yellen news is out and we know what she's going to say, I think they're going to continue to do what they've been doing, which is defending weekly pivot and buying any dips back towards it. All right, everybody have a fantastic day. There'll be a midday update. We'll see where we stand as we get into the lunch hour, and I will catch you then. Trade them well. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.